Got more power flashes going off. I'm watching this bowl right here. I'm watching, oh, another power flash, more power flashes. That whole line right there. Downtown is right here. Downtown is right there. That's the tall buildings. I'm watching this area right there. That's a big bowl. That's a well-defined lowering, folks. Go ahead and heed the warnings. Start taking your tornado precautions right now. I don't have a confirmed tornado on the ground, but with the winds and everything, and looking at this bowl and seeing all the power flashes, I've mentioned we're going to have a lot of power flashes, but watching this, do we have another defined lowering? There could be a tornado on the ground that I'm not seeing, but we have multiple power flashes in this whole entire area. This is probably going to be south of Memorial area, all the way back to the west, probably as far as 21st, probably even further, maybe even, I don't know, maybe closer to 81st. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call it. It looks like we do have a tornado right there in the foreground. I've seen all those power flashes going on. I'm not worried about that one, but right in this area. No, right there, I just seen it. I'm trying to calculate where that area exactly is at. I'm gonna say maybe 44, maybe a little bit further south. Shit. We're gonna have a lot of transformers on fire, a lot of power flashes in that area, folks. Get to share this with your friends, your family. Let them know what's going on here in the metro area and further. This is tracking south-southwest at the moment, and kind of, sorry, not south-southwest, south-southeast. But I'm looking at this area right here. I think we do have a tornado. I can't confirm it because I can't see it on the ground, but I was watching this bowl, this mothership as you call it. It was rotating. So I think we might have had some kind of spin up in this area. We got multiple power flashes in that area along this bowl. So it's very possibility, very good possibility. More power flashes. Stay away from your western walls, folks. This is a huge bowl. Huge mothership. That might be south of I-44 area that I'm looking towards. Multiple power flashes in this area, folks. Multiple power flashes. Get to sharing this. We need to get this out. A lot of people is not getting this view. But yeah, look at this. I think we do have something right here. I'm going to run to the other side. But this is a massive, massive bowl. We got a feeder line right there coming in, feeding into this. We're probably going to start seeing some power flashes over here as well. We got a little dookie-doo, a little doodad right there. Don't worry about that. But this area right here, I'm going to go to the other side and take a look. I would say southwestern Tulsa is getting rocked. Came through town west.
Trying to find some cover. Coming in pretty heavy right now. Winds are kicking up.
Yep. 80 to 90 mile an hour winds. Southwest Tulsa right now. South Tulsa, Midtown. You name it. The shit's getting real, folks. Power flashes all over South Tulsa in the metro. I'm just changing position so I can get a better look at this. Hey, what's it be like? Excuse the fat man's shadow. Now I'm going to run that way and go down. Oh, we got more power flashes, folks. Okay, so I changed my views. Now I can look straight south. Memorial's right here for our reference point. Straight south. So multiple power flashes in South Tulsa going on right now. Gonna be definitely south of 44, south of the VA. Okay, now we got power flashes over here. Power flashes right there. Power flashes right there. We got a power flash over here. Got a power flash over here. Power flash. Okay, now that's a little bit further west and to the north. North of Highway 11. North side of Highway 11. Probably west of Highway 75. Multiple power flashes. Look at this. It's like a war zone with the power flashes, folks. We got a huge bowl ahead of us. I'm not looking for anything touching the ground. More power flashes to our northwest. Wow, this is crazy. The winds The winds in this is just extreme. That's why the tornado signs are going off. There is a chance of a possible tornado. It wasn't at 0, folks. But we got power. Tulsa. Okay, Edison. That's going to be back this direction. So the winds hasn't got to where I'm currently located at. But I was looking and watching for the lowerings. There was a huge bowl. I'm not seeing that bowl anymore. It's kind of moved a little bit. That bowl is kind of right here. I'm watching this right here for this lowering. This is going to be your best shot looking at this. I'll try to provide you guys with the best that I could bring you. Get to share your little heart's desire. But also, I want you to take cover, get away from your western windows, get to the most eastern side of your home. Stay away from all windows, but at least the most western wall you want to stay away from. Wow, look at all these damn power flashes, folks. Okay, I'm starting to get some of that wind now. Starting to get a little bit of wind here. You can probably hear it in the video. I'm going to try to stay on as long as I can. I also have to remind myself of my own safety, but I'm just trying to bring you guys this live look. Okay, now I'm getting, oh shit, that's not a good sign. I'm getting an inflow. The winds are at my back. The winds are blowing this direction into this. Okay. I'm going to go down one more level, folks. I'm going to go down a level. So bear with me as I go down the level. I'm not taking the stair or taking the elevator, because if it loses power, I'm stuck like Chuck. I'm going away from the power flashes right now. But the reason why I'm going it down another level is because you see this roof is not a concrete roof. And that's all I need is for it to be lifted up. And where did the TTJ guy go? Yeah, I can hear those winds. I'm looking back. Oh, we just lost power. See, that's why I did not want to go. Yeah, the wind is coming. Okay, I got light. That guy's running. Whew. Okay, I'm good. Sorry y'all to hear the fat guy running. I didn't want to be above because that top. Oh yeah, the winds have made it to my location. If you look at the shot right now, I'm gonna go to that stairwell. I have an exit plan. This will kind of give you guys, a look at the way the wind is blowing out here with the parking lot lights. I'm near the airport. Ooh, that was a good side of the ground lightning strike. I'm still looking for any kind of lowerings. This is going to be those winds I was talking about. That's what was causing all the power flashes that you were seeing. I'm not as high up anymore. I'm down a level. I'm actually down 2 levels. Because I didn't want to be underneath aluminum canopy. I'd rather be under concrete. Difference. See the difference? The wind ain't gonna pick this up and toss it. I'm not up as high, but I'm safe. That's all that matters. But I want you folks to heed the warnings. You hear the sirens going off. The winds ain't too crazy. just got wet. It's all right. Okay, well, see, I spoke too soon because now here comes some of those winds on the back side. What the hell was that? I didn't like the sound of that. Oh, that was wet. Okay, the wind changed direction. Wind changed direction. Shut up. Wow. Just look at that. Oh, that poor bird. Woo. So that gives you an idea. These winds are nothing to play around with. That's when the warnings were going off, the sirens to warn people these winds. It almost takes your breath away. I'm not outside, I'm in a parking garage, but wow. So look at these parking lot lights, especially that one right there. It's really blowing. I mean, this is give you an idea. We wasn't stressing, or well, we wasn't lying about these winds being like they are. I mean, you've seen the multiple power flashes as these was coming in. I wanted to give you guys a bird's eye view. I didn't think it was going to be this intense. I'm going to tell you now, but definitely is intense. Now this is only, I mean, this is going to blow over, folks. But we're going to have blinding rain. More than likely you will be without power. A lot of folks are going to be without power. You've seen on the power flashes, that was people losing power. Their power going on, going off, until it decided to say, F it, I'm done. I'm calling a timeout. Talking about your power. But we want you to stay safe, obviously. We don't want you to be out in this. We hope that you're not out in this. But I wanted to give you guys a bird's eye view. Oh, wow. Didn't get hit. Ooh, snaps. Wow. Look at the way the wind is blowing all this rainwater, folks. Look at the sign shake. I mean, not the sign. Look how that's shaking. Let me move my finger back. I'm thankful for Fine Airport Parking. Let me come aboard and give you guys this view. A lot of you guys might not see something like this. We got wrecks all over town, Midtown, 14th and Yale now. We had one near downtown, near Peoria and Edison. Going to be, I think it was like 1800 or 13 or 1400 west or east Edison rather. North side of downtown. But yeah, the winds was no joke. But as I give you this, look how this looks, folks. This right here, eat your heart out, Tulsa Traffic Jam's followers. I'm glad I'm able to bring this to you so you can witness. You witnessed like the war zone earlier with all the power flashes. I'm not seeing as many, but that's possibly because there's no power. I see lights over here. I'm not seeing much over here, but that is Highway 11. There's a vacant lot field behind Spartan, so there's no power going to be over there anyway. I'm not seeing the stoplights flashing red. They're actually working. Also, if you are going to be out, that's something I'm going to go ahead and bring up. If you happen to be traveling in this, don't take cover under bridges and overpasses. The reason being, it's very dangerous, causes accidents. If it's hailing, I haven't seen a sign of hail from where I am at. I can't talk about further south in Midtown. Nope, now we got a residential fire in Broken Arrow. Don't know if that's confirmed. 4204. Bear with me, folks, as I check this out. 4204 West Orlando Street in Broken Arrow, possible residential fire. I have thoughts and prayers for those folks and our firefighters out here. But look at the way this wind is blowing this rain. Look at these parking lot lights. They're not moving back and forth like they once were. Well, I can't talk. I spoke to you saying that one right there is this weeble. It's got the death wobbles. I'm not seeing as many power flashes as I was seeing. There's a lot of cloud lightning, which we call that CTG. I haven't seen much CTG rather, which is cloud to ground. CTC is cloud to cloud. Pine and Harbor, yeah, Pine and Harbor is going to be just back this direction. Because where you've seen the stoplights, you can barely make it out. It's green now. That is Pine Street. So, Pine and Harbor. So, you're getting inundated with these winds. Please stay away from your western walls, especially if they have windows. You might wake up, or if you're already awake, you might find a lot of tree debris in your yard. You might find your neighbor's nice old hibachi grill or something like that. Now, this stream right here is just coming from the roof, but the winds, as you can still see, just blowing this rain, and that's what we're talking about. If you're out here driving, please don't. Pull somewhere to safety, off the main roads if you can, not underneath structures like overpasses and such. Very dangerous. People can hit you, especially on the highway because they're not paying attention. In this blinding rain. Okay, we've got a possible rescue due to high waters. That's going to be 34th and Mingo area. 34th and Mingo. There's some apartments back there. And I think there's a creek and something else. So it's going to be back over there by the Popeyes. Or the Popeyes chicken and the biscuit. Oh, their biscuits are yum yum. Anyway, I wish I could eat them. Can't. Stupid disease. It's going to be back in that area by the Popeyes. North of the Popeyes, there's an animal hospital over there, so it's going to be back out in that area. There's some kind of rescue going on. Nothing confirmed. That's just a push point that went out for a possible rescue. Given these rains and these winds, easily to pond on the roadways. Your little ditches are going to be filled up. Don't walk out into your ditches because why? I can't stress this enough either. You can be sucked underwater because of the drainage. Especially if it's over the top of that ditch, that water's being sucked underneath. You could be sucked in, just like that video that I posted earlier with the sheriff's deputy in Florida. A firefighter lost his life a few years ago because of that. So when we tell you to turn around, don't drown, we can't stress it enough. Don't drive. Ooh, snap. Woo! Hello! We just had a lightning strike. There was 2 of them. My hair is standing up, and I wasn't even that close. Whew. Wow, I'm bringing you guys the shiznit tonight. I'm hoping and praying. Let's go ahead and pray for our firefighters. Let's pray for our law enforcement officers. Let's pray for all those out here involved. If they're out driving, your loved ones, let's pray that they make it to safety. The wind is still blowing, but not like it was. But we have a lot of rain coming down, ponding on the roadways. It can inundate your vehicle real quick, stall you out, and then you're stuck like Chuck, and you don't want to be stuck like Chuck. So let's just get our thoughts and prayers going for all these folks out here working, our IMSA crews, all of our paramedics out there, and then let's pray for our doctors and nurses that if anybody's injured, that we pray with them, get that part going. Because this was not a storm to mess with, folks. Signs are still going off because we still have strong winds. Does not necessarily mean that there's a tornado on the ground. But the tornado risk chance was not at 0, folks. So in these winds blowing across, there's always a chance for a spin up. Now it's not going to be a massive tornado. It's going to be a little one. It's going to be a circle jerk, as I call them. The little circle jerks can mess up shit. They still can cause damage. They can cause nightmares. But they are survivable unless you're outdoors. You're outdoors being an idiot like myself. But I've been through these before, and I know my limitations. I'm not going to put myself in too much danger. I'm always going to have an exit plan. And that's the thing with storm chasing. You always have to have an exit plan. Because anything can happen at any moment in time, and you don't want to be caught out of it. But I brought you guys some intense coverage. I hope you guys, I hate to say these words, hope you guys enjoyed it, but I hate using those words because somewhere somebody is having some anxiety issues. They're going through it. So let's keep them in our thoughts and prayers. Because anxiety is not a joke. Our animals, let's go ahead, our animals too, our little fur babies. Give them all the love. Hope you guys brought your pets indoors. I should have mentioned that earlier, bring your pets indoors. That's my bad, because I wasn't thinking about the pets at the time. But the other thing about this wind and all this rain, if you're traveling on the highways or even on the regular streets, hopefully you're not going too fast for conditions. But there's always a chance of ponding on the roadways. It puts you into a spin, a hydroplane. That's not fun. Puts you in a little whirly-birds. So, you still hear this tornado sirens going off in the Tulsa County area. Are going to keep going off until the system moves through just because of the strong, dangerous winds. I haven't seen any signs of hail, but in my area where I'm at, I'm north of Highway 11, north of Pine, to the West Memorial, just south side of the airport. I've seen no hail. Okay, we have another rescue, 47th in Atlanta. So I'm trying to think, that's right off of Lewis. It's going to be just a little bit, a block. It's going to be a small jog. Unless you're a fat guy like myself, it's going to be a long jog. 1 block east of Lewis is Atlanta. Because you got Lewis, Atlanta Place, Birmingham Place. And then the west side of Lewis, I believe, is Zunis? Yeah, Zunis. I think Zenith is just west of Yale. I can't remember. I used to know all these 100 blocks. It's retarded how my mind works. That's like, anyway. But some kind of rescue there, probably high water. More likely someone drove into some ponding on the roadway, installed off their vehicle, and now they're stuck in the high waters. Because I think there's a little dip, if I'm not mistaken, that comes down from 41st and dips down low, and it goes back up to 51st. So that's probably in that area. So a lot of those areas, the small line areas that are known to flood, 43rd and Sheridan, we know it does. That area, then there's 42nd, 43rd and Memorial as well, unless they fixed it. I don't think they have. Then you got north of Independence on Lewis. There's another where you go underneath the railroad tracks. That's known to flood as well. So you got all this water. It's going to wash a bunch of debris with it, and it clogs up the drains. And then your water starts rising. So that's another thing why we tell you guys, turn around, don't drown. And I'll tell you a little tip. I didn't post a picture of this, but here's a tip. If you find yourself in your vehicle and you're in high waters and you're sinking, first off, take off your damn seatbelt. Second off, if you can find something, hopefully you can carry a tool, go to the very rear of your car and break out your back glass window. The reason why I say that, a lot of cloud lightning right there, CTC, because the way that vehicles are designed, all your weight's in the front, your ass end will float, giving you enough room to breathe and exit your vehicle if you can. I know some of us are out there driving with our kids in the car. They're usually in the back. I know you're trying to calm them down if you get into that kind of situation. Just remember, the ass end of your car is going to float higher than the front of your car. So if you can get to the rear of your car pretty damn quick and break out that back glass, because your car is only total. Don't worry about your damn car. Your life is more important. Break out your rear glass and escape. Swim as hard and as fast to wherever your shore is going to be, away from your vehicle. Don't stay near your vehicle because they can pull you under. That's just a good reminder, folks. If you ever get into high waters and you drive off and say you didn't know that there's a creek right there because the water was up over the roadway and everything, and you drove off, and then you remember the water is more of a force than your vehicle. So it's going to lift your car and move it. And if it puts you into a sticky situation, into a very wet and dangerous situation, and your car starts doing this. Hello, lightning. So you came back for round 2. Get to the very back end of your car and break out that glass. Because it's too late to worry about your car. It's in water, it's sinking, it's total. It's going to be a total loss. No insurance company is going to pay you to fix that. They're just going to write it off. Hope you have full coverage anyway. Okay, we got an elevator rescue in Broken Arrow, Sunday Creek Hotel. More likely due to a power outage, so someone's stuck on the elevator. It happens, folks. That's why I didn't take the elevator going down, because what happened, we lost power here for a moment, came back on. You don't want to be stuck on an elevator. Although you might be safe in an elevator if there's shit blowing around you, causing damages and stuff. So what I'm going to do, I feel like I'm speed talking, so hopefully I didn't drive you guys away. I get a little animated, not animated as some, but I'm just trying to keep you guys safe, keep you guys entertained. I don't want anybody hurt, obviously. I don't wish for stuff like this to happen. It sucks when it does, but I'm here to try to give you guys as much coverage as I can and warn you folks. Give you guys some tips and hints and things of that nature. And our wind is still blowing a little bit. Actually feels pretty nice out here. It was sticky and humid earlier. This one's still moving around. But anywho, I do think the fine people here at Fine Airport Parking, the finest of folks, allowing me to come aboard and let me broadcast this. I had no idea that we'd see that many power flashes. I mean, I suspected because I was seeing them when they were coming through Stillwater. Oh, that was some good cloud of ground lightning. That was way back in West Tulsa area. So, and this is what I like to do. Like I said, I don't get paid to do this. I do this because I mean, you can call it a hobby, call it whatever. I just want to keep you guys informed of what's going on out here. And I don't wish for things to happen for me to get stuff to find and do coverage on. It happens, and I try to make the best of it and bring it to you folks. I mean, yeah, of course I make fun of suspects, but you know, if they get pissed off because I made fun of them and put binkies in their mouth, well, you shouldn't have been an idiot and done some bad shit. So, anyway, that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna move up another level because I feel that, I mean, yeah, it's still blowing and going, but the wind, I feel, is kind of backed down a little bit. I mean, you can still see the rain just freaking blowing. Coming down in sheets. It's a 1, 2. But those power flashes are like a war zone, I tell you what. We wasn't close enough to hear those things popping and arcing, but wasn't that a sight to see? Still no power is probably out. Now, folks, folks without power, I'm going to tell you right now, your power's not going to be on anytime soon unless by the grace of God you get lucky and it comes back on. It's going to be hours, because the folks that's... Oh, before I get to that, let's be mindful and say some thoughts and prayers for our folks for PSO, AEP, what is it? What do they call it? Burgess Valley Electric, OG&E, the numerous power companies that's in the state of Oklahoma, all their linemen. Let's think about them, because they're going to be getting out in this and hooking our powers and stuff back up. So let's think about them too. And our record drivers is out here. Now, needless to say, if your vehicle was messed up, record companies, statewide, citywide, countywide, they're going to be delayed. And they're probably not going to be wanting to pull your car out when we got a bunch of shit going on. So just be mindful. Don't be pissy about it. Just be thankful that there's someone out there that's going to come take care of you. I'm going to move up another level because I feel that the threat is it's diminished. I mean, we still have a threat of lightning, cloud to ground lightning. There's that threat. The winds are still up a little bit. I haven't seen any hail on this side where I'm at. I can't speak for Midtown, Southwest, and Southeast. or even to our northern neighbors, Owasso, Collinsville, Limestone area. The folks below the hill at Keatonville is probably fortunate because the way things work with hills, stuff goes uphill, but usually don't come downhill except for the rain. So, thank you guys for tuning in and staying with us. I know it's kind of a boring shot, but I'm going to move a little bit. But, whew, I brought you guys some intense video. Hopefully I didn't ruin it with my voiceover, but yeah, another, that was an alert for the Stony Creek Hotel, Broken Arrow elevator rescue. More likely loss of power. So Broken Arrow and Wagner, Coweta is on the next hit list with this storm. I shouldn't say hit list, but it's the next region to be inundated with these strong winds. Coweta, Haskell, Leonard, who else is out that way? Oneida Road, those folks. We got Inola. There's another town between Inola and Claremore. Claremore, yes. Pryor, Soto, Pryor Creek. Yeah, I already mentioned Pryor, didn't I? Then we got Salina, Kenwood. Who else is out that way? Locust Grove. And then Spavinal. They're kind of up on a hill, so they might get intense winds as well. Probably going to get wet because the way the wind's blowing. You hear a beeping noise going off. That's because the scanner's going dead. Man, did I really run that far? Whew. So, excuse the fat shadow. I try not to show too much, but like I said, let's give it up to our first responders out there. They're making rescues left and right, multiple calls. Oh, don't let me forget our folks behind the phones and the radios, our dispatchers. Let's keep our thoughts and prayers for them too. Let's thank them for what they do. They're answering your calls for help. They're dispatching out multiple law enforcement agencies, fire departments, EMS crews as well. 419 North Elgin, that's going to be downtown traffic collision. Hopefully that's not a car versus train because there's a train track in that area. We're a little bit higher up. I'm not seeing near as many power flashes, so I believe that's going to be Spartan School right there. So that neighborhood's got power. But I have a hill. I can see that there's power at Admiral and Memorial. Back off this direction, it's back towards Sheridan. I couldn't tell you. Catoosa, I didn't mention Catoosa, but yeah, Catoosa too was in the path of all this. So, it was a wild one. Did I think it was going to be this wild? No. I mean, I had a feeling that the winds are going to be strong, but I do believe that I did see a tornado midtown, maybe further south in midtown, because that bowl I was looking at in the very beginning of this video, with the multiple power flashes, it was like circulating. So there might have been a brief spin up. We won't know till daylight. I can't speak for all the news media that have radars because I'm not looking at a radar. I was just going off my eyesight and what I've seen these damn things do. Not to say that the wind ain't churn, baby, churn. But I mean, obviously something was turning over that direction. If you guys are still here and seen that with us live, just let me know in the comments if you've seen it too. I know I'm quite a distance. I was trying to zoom in a little bit. But yeah, I was back in that little area. I'm trying to see what that is. Man, okay, that's just steam rolling off some street lights right there. I was looking to see what that was. I thought that we might have a fire or something like a grass fire, but which is not uncommon to have grass fires pouring down rain. You know what I mean? Because even though it's pouring down rain, you think, oh, it's going to extinguish it pretty quick. Lightning strikes causes, wow, that lit up the sky. It's causing clouds. That was way up in the atmosphere. When it lights up like that, that means lightning is really high in the air and it just lights it up like a big bowl. I'm getting that. What you're hearing, I promise I don't have a sidekick over here just hitting the snare drums and stuff, but that's just let me know, messengers. I'm getting inundated with messages asking if I'm alright, but I guess they're not watching. They should be watching. They should be watching right here. Yeah, to the park garage downtown. Wow. Very smart. Now the thing is with these, with the way the wind was, the lightning wasn't as intense as I thought it was going to be. I mean, it was still pretty wild and hair-raising. But thankfully, this wasn't an electrical storm, because that means there's more energy, and bad shit happens when you have more energy. But we did see all those power flashes because that wind, the wind was a little bit stronger further south than where we were at. So that's why I picked this spot. I wanted to kind of be up high. And then they tell you during a tornado to move to the lowest platform, lowest floor of your home. The tornado threat to me, I didn't take that morning. I can't speak for further south, but that's why I came here, because I felt, okay, I'm going to be safe. There's not that great of a chance of a tornado. And it panned out, it worked out. Sometimes it don't happen like that. Shit gets real, and it got real quick. As you've seen all the power flashes going off, and I had them to my north, they were all over. I'm sure Owasso got blanketed with the same thing that we were getting here, along with Collinsville. So there's a lot of people with anxiety issues, a lot of elderly people. Call them those folks that you know. Send them a message, make sure they're all right. They'll make you breathe once again. Right now, all we got is just a little bit of wind, some rain that's not as heavy as it once was. I mean, it's still raining, and it's going to keep raining. But let's check on our folks. Let's check on our friends, our family, those that we know don't handle storms well. Let's check on them. If you have elderly neighbors, hopefully you guys exchange numbers. Don't forget to check on them too. See, what else have we not discussed? But wow, what a wild night. Or, I guess a wild day. It's now Sunday. Sunday, I think, when this all came through. But you guys got a bird's eye view. You got to see a little bit more than what you would see from a storm tracker that's driving. Because we were up high, we were looking directionals to the southwest, to the northwest, to the west. This is due south. That's our southeast. Now, one of the things I like to do when I know that there's going to be an electrical storm and a lot of lightning. Let's see if I can focus. You see those lights that you see right there? That is 11th and 145th East Avenue. I like to go where there's big, tall transmission towers like that and watch the lightning that moves through. Now, there's some out west off of Oneida Road, like 209th East Avenue, I think it is. I could be wrong. Might be 257th. But it's going to be south of 51. You see those transmission towers if you're going to Muskogee from Tulsa or Broken Arrow. I like to go, there's an area I sit at and watch those when there's lightning going through, because they always strike those towers, and it provides beautiful coverage, beautiful footage. But the power flashes that we were seeing, that was something else. Yeah, dog, fur babies, I mean cats, they don't give two shits. They're like, this is not. Dogs, they're like, what the freak is going on? Especially you got hyper dogs, they're like, yeah, so chew toys, dog treats, cuddles, that's what you do when you got fur babies. But the cats, I mean, they want to go out just like me and you and most of Oklahomans. When there's shit getting real out there, we go outside and look. That's what cats want to do. Dogs, not so much. Some of them, maybe. But I tell you what, it feels damn nice out here. But all this started because we had a dry line. We had a lot of heat during the day. We had a cold front coming in from Kansas. But we can be thankful. I mean, there was some tornado touchdowns in western Oklahoma up in the Panhandle. There were some in Texas as well. And we might have had one tonight, folks, or this morning rather. I can't confirm it. And I wasn't looking at the radar, but that bowl in the very beginning of the video, and those power flashes going off, the way that I was watching those, I couldn't see anything on the ground, but we were quite a distance, and there's some terrain between us and it. But that might have been an EF0, EF1 tornado, but for a brief time, very brief, there wasn't a zero chance of tornadoes. It was above zero, meaning that there was a chance. We might have had one in Tulsa, but not confirmed. And I can't pinpoint exactly. I can just kind of say it might have been Midtown, maybe a little bit further south than that. But there was definitely, it was churning and burning. So, what we have left, if you're flipping between me and the radar, or if you're watching the news, I don't know. Rain is left over. There's still some wind, but it's nothing like, shoot, I don't even know what time it is. It is 1 o'clock, basically. So, an hour, the beginning of the hour, 23:50, the midnight, started this, started and burning. But, wow, there you go, boom, America, Mother Nature. So I'm just glad that I was able to provide this coverage for you. I was debating on coming here. I looked at the last radar scan. I was like, you know what? It's going to be more intense further south. I'm not going to be out here driving in it. But I'm going to go post up, and you're welcome for the coverage. And I think, and I should say thank you to you folks, because without all y'all watching and tuned in and liking the page and following us, it wouldn't be anything. But I'm just glad I can bring this to you folks. And just hope and pray that everybody's all right. No significant injuries out there. Not just for Tulsa, Sapulpa. I don't mean all over. I know that we had some fatalities in northern Texas the other day because of tornadoes, but hopefully we didn't have anything like that tonight. Just be mindful that there's still people out driving around, and if you're driving around, slow your roll. Remember, don't drive into waters that's high up over the roadways where you can't see the dividing lines on the road. But our linemen are they're gonna be busy. A lot of times with those power flashes, I don't necessarily mean that there's power lines going down on the ground. It's mainly the power lines are twisting. They're doing this, the jump rope. What do we call crisscross applesauce back in the day? The jump rope where someone jump in the middle. You know how they do this? Well, when they're moving like that, they touch, they kiss one another, and just like when you kiss your girl for the first time, sparks fly, right? That's the only way I can sum that up. Not the way you kiss your mom, your significant other. But yeah, that's the only way I can describe that to you folks. The power lines were kissing each other, they were touching. Now, that's not to mean that debris didn't get in the way too and, you know, move them over and cause the power flashes, because it's all types of things that cause the power flashes. Your winds making them crisscross applesauce, kissing each other, popping, debris like Brian frisbees or trampolines and tree limbs and other stuff, trash and road signs and all that stuff gets thrown in the power lines and they power flash and transformers pop. But you've seen all around, like I said, a lot of power flashes. I haven't seen that many in quite a while, to be honest, but from a higher elevation, we brought that to you folks. I say we, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's day by day with me. Some days I'm a little bit more weaker than others, if that's what you're asking. As far as my sickness goes, it kind of all depends. My memory's kind of, I'm forgetful. I'm more forgetful than I normally am about certain things. Not everything, but certain things. As far as eating, I lost a lot of weight since the start of all this crap, and that was just because I can't eat meat. I was told, oh, you can eat anything that swims and flies. Well, that was a lie. I can't eat anything that swims unless it's shrimp or lobster. I'm allergic to fish. Like it, so I'm deathly ill. Like it swell up and can't breathe. It's what fish does to me. Now it's weird because I can eat salmon and I'm fine. I can eat swordfish and I'm fine. But like lake bass, pond bass, catfish, fish from takeout places like Captain D's, I can't. I get sick. I get deathly ill. So it's just one of those weird things. But I can eat the shrimps. Now dairy, I can't even do dairy. I can't have a bowl of cereal. That sucks. Can't have anything with dairy in it, like cottage cheese. Wow, that was beautiful. I look like a little longhorn. Yeah, it's just weird. I can't eat steak, can't eat pork, can't even eat sausages, can't eat gravy. So it's been fruits and vegetables. I can't even enjoy a salad because I want ranch. Can't even have that. So, even tried. Now, I will say, I have cravings. So I ate a couple bites of this and that I'm not supposed to. I got sick. I took it. But that's what happens when you have cravings. It's like, damn it. But it is what it is. But some days are better than others. Thank you for asking about me. But that was just me explaining about this stupid disease. I'm a damn tick. But I haven't heard anything come over on the radio. So I almost think that our digital towers were hit. So there's not a whole lot of... Yes, I know, low battery. Well, I take that back. Hang on, I'm going to put you down.
That is the if y'all could come over to Houston, help us clean some out.
So I'm listening back to my radio now. Well, the rain is not as heavy as it was. I mean, it's still raining. The backside of this is coming through now. So more than likely, it's going to be a little bit more intense.
Into tree sparking, 5106.
Okay, that's going to be down at Jinx. So.
I worked 421st Street for a auto semi trap.
Uh-oh. Got a wreck on I-44 near 21st Street. Semi. Well, I mean semi. Wagner's getting inundated with that came through Tulsa.
I know mostly everything on this side. Everything seems to be clear, just small limbs in the radio. That's major.
That's good. You're listening to Wagner County Emergency Management right now.
Engine fueling right at 106. Okay, 571, switch over to B2 for BI. 105 Tulsa, contact TPE. Advise 1039 is good. Now requesting ambulance for 21st and 44. Hopefully they can get it taken care of it.
Alright, we got a possible structure fire about 61st and 193rd Avenue, which is 23rd and Broken Arrow, 1029 North, 23rd, which is about, I think, 61st. Between 60th, maybe it's around 71st. I can't remember how those streets work. So just be mindful of that. More likely it could have been a lightning strike. Now, they don't mean that it's fully involved. It just means it's a possible structure fire they put out. It could be anything. They could be smelling something burning. It could be something simple like that. I can't pick them up, so I don't know. But that's, if you're hearing sirens in Broken Arrow on 71st, which is Kenosha, and 23rd, which is Cutting Line, or 193rd, it's because they're going to a structure fire in that area. about the 1000 block or 1200 block of North 23rd. I know there's some neighborhoods over there. We're by the high school, and then depends on if it's south at 71st or south of Kenosha or north. So there's that. Speaking of 169, they got trouble spots. What is that, between Highway 51 and 51st, and then a little bit further south. So it's a possibility that they have a lot of water on the roadway over there, so that might be why they're shutting it down. I haven't heard that they have, but if you're in that area, driving along, ooh, that was nice. We can watch this beautiful lightning now. Still cloud to cloud. I have seen cloud to ground too, but not as much. A lot of lights are starting to come back on in the distance, so it's a possibility that the power flashes, normally that means that people are losing power, but rather they go off for a little bit and come back on. It's a possibility. But if there are power lines down, just note that the linemen aren't going to get out until after this system is pretty much moving out. They're going to strategize, and I can't even say it, my mouth is dry, strategically position themselves into an area that's been hardest hit and start working from there. By the time they might get to an area that's not that bad. But they're always going to move to the most hit area and work outward. So let's say if we have multiple power lines down and debris and stuff like that, they're going to go to that general area, start from there, then they're going to go to the outer line areas that might just have a line or two down, or might have to have a transformer be reset. They want to put all their bodies pretty much on the places that needs the most help being restored. But I could just be talking out my ass, I don't know. But that's just my way of thinking, my common sense, that's what my common sense would tell me. So, I don't have the experience of alignment, so I have no clue. I could be totally wrong, but that's just my belief that they go to the hardest hit area and then work themselves outward. So, if you know alignment, or there's a lineman that's following us, and you heard that, if you're still watching, let me know. And if I'm totally wrong, I'll retract that statement. Close to Fuida, Broken Arrow Power is out. Thank you for that update right there. There's going to be power outages from west of I-35 all the way to probably Arkansas, to be honest, Arkansas. So we got a semi that's crashed on I-44 near 21st, so be mindful of that. That don't sound good. Probably hydroplaned and who knows what happened, don't know. But they do have a semi crash that they're working, OHP is, on I-44. So, anywho, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go ahead and give this a rest. Some rain still coming in, pretty heavy. The wind threat is kind of diminished. I mean, we still have winds of probably 20. So, probably about 20 miles an hour. Well, maybe more than that. It might be gusting at 30, looking at the way the wind's blowing right there. But I don't have a barometer, so I couldn't tell you the wind speed, but guesstimation right now, 20, 30 miles an hour. Now further south and southwest, when that thing was coming through, upwards 90 miles an hour. With all those power flashes, at least 70 to 90. I mean, the National Weather Service is right when they put out the alert for everybody to expect 90 miles an hour plus. In some areas, might have got 100. Now, the higher up, you're going to get higher winds, faster winds, stronger winds. So the higher the elevation, like say 20,000 feet, might be blowing 110 miles an hour down on the surface. And the ground level might be 60, 70, 80 miles an hour, maybe a little less. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So I'm going to make my way back to my vehicle. Go thank the people at Vine Airport Parking. And wow, that was beautiful. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and take some video clips from all those power flashes. And it might be a while because it's got a lot of footage, but I'm going to try to put that into a video. I didn't zoom in too much, but you guys witnessed all that. So good stuff. We call that money shots. Other than if one of these lights would have did that, that would have been a money shot being that close. But looking off in the distance at all those power flashes, man, that was... Whew. We just hope that everybody is good. We don't have no injuries. I mean, we might have an injury crash, sounds like an I-44. Our thoughts and prayers go out for the truck driver involved, and if there's another vehicle involved that we don't know. But whoever is involved in that, we pray for comfort, for healing, strength, for them to get well. But we got power outages. I'm just going to assume Owasto's probably got some power outages. Collinsville's probably got some. Sperry's probably got some. Trevorly's probably got some. Midtown's probably got some. Southwestern Tulsa probably had some. South Tulsa, Southeast, Broken Arrow. And probably Bixby and Jinx, definitely, and then Sapulpa. So all through there. It's like Oprah. You don't have power. You don't have power. I'm just going to shut up. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to give my phone a rest. I'm going to go wet my whistle because I got the cotton mouth going on. And plug my radio in because it's going dead. Oh, hang on, I'll put you down real quick.
See if I have power